Is that team list for this one? Is that it? Thank you. Was that Ray Shams? Was he on record or something? Is that what's going on? No, that's all right. No, just gonna. No, sweet. No, all good. Thanks, mate. Well done, boys. Congrats, eh? Hey, well done, boys. That was tough, eh? Bloody hell. That's got to be the hottest game all weekend so far. Crikey. Hey, bit of bloody defending today, crikey. Mate, I was heavy breathing for you up there, eh? Well done, mate. Good carnival.
Black Brim? Yeah. So here we are with the Black Brim taking on Palm Island Green.
You might have to take the reins here for a quick second, big man, as I suck in a few charging up the stairs. But we're here live in our second semi-final.
So we're back, Rob, for another game here. The Black Brim and the Green Island. You going for the Brim?
I think so. But, geez, I'll probably put the mock on them because I've been terrible, just quietly, with my tipping so far this weekend. The curse has been on, the blue-collar curse.
So on the last, he puts it up high. And once again, they let it bounce. I don't know why they let it bounce, but they let it bounce.
These open exchanges will certainly be willing. As it's Black Brim. So we've got Black Brim to the left of your screen, taking on Palm Island Green. They'll be running from right to left as you're watching us. And I can confirm after ducking downstairs that there is no breeze at ground level. She is sweltering hot. Just bumped into a couple of the boys from Colin Rose Memorial side down there. Certainly sweating. That was a hard one. You can't doubt their effort there, as we spoke about.
I haven't got it right.
Did I get that? Did I get that right? It was. We've got Black Brim to the left there of screen. Sorry, I can't. Earlier onset Alzheimer's there. I might have forgotten exactly who I said, but it is Black Brim to our left and Palm Island Green to our right of screen. And their first use of the football here, Palm Island Green. And Gemmet Shibasaki there just pushing through a hole, part of the Cowboys, playing Blackhawks as well. He's well-travelled, Gemmet, local youngster. You'll know Gemmet pretty well, mate, being the Nova Castrian. Spent a bit of time out there with the Knights.
Yeah, he didn't spend too much time there with the Nova
went overseas.
And
away they go down the left-hand edge here. He's let that go, and it'll be Palm Island Green with first points.
So Palm Island Green are the first to hit the scoreboard.
There wasn't too much going on there either. It's just an out ball. Caught the winger on. He was in the open.
And then it hit the halfback on the chest. I thought he was going to lose it, but he got a second grab on it.
Bobbled it.
And then
he goes over it to Tariq Parter. And
he should throw this over, so it'll be 6 points to 0.
Great to see young Tariq running around here. Not a good young bloke. Actually, my young fellow Liam spent a bit of time playing with Tariq in the early doors here at Brothers before he switched over to Western Lions and took a couple of grand finals off us. But doesn't keep me up at night, Tariq. No dramas, mate. But no, he's a fantastic young man. And that's a great start for Palm Island Green.
That's a good start, yeah. What are we, 4 minutes into the first half, and they put points on the board, and he'll kick this, and it'll be 6-0 to Palm Island. So good start. Straight over the black dot. So Palm Island 6.
Straight through the Hey Diddle Diddle.
Ridden 0 at the moment, but that only early.
And we just, I know we'll have one eye on the far
I definitely
field.
need updates on the score on that other game over in field number 2, because
You'll have one eye on the scoreboard over there, big man.
Has that game started?
We have kicked off on field 2. You can follow that.
Yeah, if we can get an update on the score, because looks like it hasn't. Have they started?
And it's the
the
Thugger
Warriors
Warriors.
have scored.
Thugger Warriors have started fast.
Oh,
And,
so what's it, 6-0?
10 points to nil, it looks like, over. They've added the 2. So a quick start for Thugger Warriors. Now knock on there, and that'll see Black Brim with an opportunity now, 20 metres out. They're right on the right-hand edge. And work back to the post.
So Black Brim are on the attack. They're only about 4 metres out from the line.
A little bit stop-start, this first attacking raid. Oh, that's strong contact.
Solid defence.
Will be a metre short now. And that attacking raid will fizzle out as Palm Island Green turn them away.
Good run by the 9 there for Palm Island.
And Wailu.
Once again, quick play the ball, making good yards.
Back 5 getting involved early here for Palm Island. Getting good meters too. Thomas, you don't mind being a front row when your back 5's getting meters like that. Yeah, that'll float. That'll be a nightmare, actually. And well taken.
Good high in the sky
by Woodley.
So Black Brim on the attack, just over the halfway.
It's a better set.
Penalty will help them here.
It was a better set.
They've got Palm Island for inside the 10. A quick play of the ball here by Black Brim.
They just started to get a bit of momentum here, Black Brim. A few quick play the balls. Able to get off the back of it.
A big run there. He's taken about 13 metres out from the line. He'll get up and play it.
Back underneath.
Good defence by Palm Island. They'll go left.
Darnell guy that was down low there.
Oh, and he's dropped it, but it was a shocking pass. So they're off the hook there, Palm Island.
That's 2 times down here and 2 non-completions in good ball for the Black Brim. Just feel like they're trying to force it a little and letting it come. And again, Palm Island will work their way out of their own end. And here we go, the number 4, James Roberts, for Palm Island.
I've got to sit up here.
And way to the left. Jinking run from Azure, Illinois, just recently this year signed with the Cowboys. Kevin Shibasaki skips out of one, taken in the second. And they'll go high again. And Heitman taken well at the back, but then a good kick chase from Palm Island Green. And at the moment, they're completing well. They're getting to their kick. We'll have 10 minutes gone in this semi-final very shortly.
It's an arm wrestle at the moment, but the penalty blown there for a high shot. So the Brim.
If you're just joining us, currently taking place the second lot of quarterfinals of the Daycraft Farming Cup. On field 1, Palm Island Barracudas Green are playing Black Brim, and on field 2, Ruben the Warriors are taking on Figure Warriors. The next lot of games we've played are the semi-final of the John Robinson Consultant Team Plate at 12 p.m. and on field 1, we'll see Castle United versus Phantom Hunters, and on field 2, Barry Pride Memorial versus Eastern Warriors. That's our next lot of games at 12 p.m. will be the semi-final of the John Robinson Consulting Plate, with field 1 seeing Castle United versus Phantom Hunters, and on field 2, Barry Pride Memorial versus Eastern Warriors.
So Black Brim on the attack here, Rob. They're only
10 metres
12 out.
And they've had a couple of good opportunities down here.
There's an opportunity here to try and hit the scoreboard and put pressure back on Palm Island as they do.
Well, they had an
It wasn't
opportunity.
a good pass. It was about a half a metre in front of him, so you had to be born in long reach to grab it. But he missed it, and now they're off the hook.
It looked like Palm Island had done enough to get the numbers there, but then the big centre just stepped back off his left, beat one, got his arms free, and then there was nearly an opportunity. But they're not going to want to throw away too many of those because you don't get too many opportunities in 25 minutes of footy.
And they had a chance there, but like I said, it wasn't the best of pass. It was way out in front of him, and he just couldn't get it back in. But there's good signs there for Black Brim.
And it's this.
But now it's Palm Island's chance to run it out, and they're playing good footy at the moment.
Their back five has been heavily involved here.
They're not scared to throw the footy around.
Getting good metres out of this back five. But again, another turnover.
Turnover once again, and now Black Brim
back on the attack. 40 metres out, just to the left of the upright here. Now let's see what they can do with it. Good line. That's a good carry. Gets 10 metres, finds his front, quick play the ball. Now this will kickstart their set. Another 10, 12 metres.
So Black Brim, he's dropped it again. See, it's just they can't complete set.
Right when they're building too, that was a very good set there.
Pressure, and then on the third, he drops it, and now the pressure's off, and Palm Island will get the ball back. So it's building pressure, but they just aren't completing their sets.
One too many setup plays, you think, big man? Just, getting... how often do you see, even at the higher levels, they sort of get inside the 10 and 20? That's the hardest place to score from.
It is.
Maybe sometimes from sort of that outside 30, they had a couple of quick play the balls an opportunity. Maybe just look to play that tackle earlier. Maybe get a couple of attacking shots off, but...
So now Palm Island's chance. There's a half a break there. He
hang on.
It's on the foot. It's still alive, and it's a foot race. They're going to get him. No, he's got too much speed. He's showing more toe than a Roman sandal, and he scores in the corner.
With two defenders looming up behind him, but he had just enough to get over there. He looked gone. He looked gone at the 20. Found another gear. But, it hit the ground. I thought that offload probably didn't need to be squeezed, but they were able to get it on the foot. And after sustained pressure down this end defensively, Palm Island are able to get back down the other end and come away with points against the run of play.
Yeah, that's it. The run of play. They made the mistake, and now they're paid. Black Brim. and Palm Island. Now our handy lead.
Those ones hurt, those ones.
10-0.
Yeah, when you've spent a fair bit of time down there in attack and you haven't been able to come away with it, and then you get points just like that, those are the tough ones. Those are the heartbreaking ones. That tests your resolve, that does.
Black Brim just not completing their set.
Yeah, blue collar sports. Curse is well and truly at play again.
Mate, you'd stop a freight train.
Honestly.
You are
I'm sorry, boys. My apologies to everyone in Charters Towers who's following along and going for the Black Brim boys. My apologies for jumping on board. Just like most of the horses I backed yesterday, I couldn't carry the weight of my expectation. But there's plenty of time left in this. 10 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, they're not out of it yet. It's plenty of football to play, but
It's been a fantastic morning in rugby league.
Knowing that Robert's on Black Brim, fair dinkum, he will stop a freight train. So
looks like the Warrabina Warriors have got on the board over there too, big man.
Yeah, where are they going over
16-4
there? Can we get a score
from the naked eye here? We're 16-4 to Thugger Warriors, but they're on the board. Warrabina.
Yeah, I don't think they might be outclassed, but they've done well.
Well, I'll tell you what we did see is their resolve, Warrabina. A couple of times they did fall behind, and I watched some of their match back last night.
Right.
And they did fall behind on a couple of occasions and were good enough to fight back and get in front.
So even if they're down 16-4, which it does
I wouldn't call them out of it.
No, righto. So, but
that could have just put them off on them.
Yeah.
But there we go, 12-0 to the Palm Island Barracudas here. Barracudas green. We saw Barracudas gold go around earlier this morning, and they looked the winner for a long way there.
Yeah, they did.
Against Castle United.
So
in the John
Brim
Robinson
just
Consulting
play. Here, just complete your set. Pretty basic. But they made that mistake on the third and they paid. So Black Brim kick off, and now it's Palm Island's.
It's the class of this back five here for Palm Island at the moment. They're able to get themselves out of their own half without sort of trying too much. And that's been the difference at the minute. Darnell Guy.
Well, that looked high, but got away with that.
Well, Darnell might have said the same thing, but the problem is he couldn't see because that hand was covering his eyes. Now we're 30 metres out. As Guyer again.
He went to
That's been tipped
It
down.
looks like it's
You're a fan
Black
of the
Brim's ball, and it is. So here's their chance here.
You a fan of the cap
on
the
attack.
match officials out in the middle there, big man?
So
Where do you stand on caps?
Yeah. So what are they? 13 metres out. 13 metres out. So they're a chance here, the Brim.
And this will be an opportunity now as they set up just to the left of the upright. They're set both ways. They've got numbers. Shapes left comes right.
But a good
Strong
tackle
defence.
right in his face and puts him down. And 10 metres
Shibasaki.
out from the line. He'll get up and play it.
Ooh,
Back
there we
to
go.
the right.
Oh, hang on.
There's
Short
half
side play.
a gap and a good defence, and they muscle up and they drive him over the sideline. So that's good defence by the Palm Island boys. Muscled up, dragged him over, and Black Brim just can't finish off their set.
Well done there by Shibasaki at marker. You just saw that he reacted quickly to the short side raid and was able to get there in numbers.
Was the play. I don't think he had to go to that short side. He had plenty of room if he went to his left, and he's gone to the short side and right near the sideline. And the big boys just dragged him over. It probably, if he had it again, I don't think he'd go that play. But anyway, they're still in it. It's only 12-0, and we're 6 minutes.
They keep asking questions
seconds in the first half. So Palm Island green on the attack.
That's the young Ray Allen Pearson, I think they're the 5. He was the fastest man on Palm Island, Ray Allen. Won himself a cool $2,000 in the foot race at the Palm Island Nines. What a great carnival that was. They did. And here's a 40-20. Wow, now they're just compounding it here. Palm Island
that's good money.
was good coins. And not only was he the fastest man on Palm Island, he was the richest for a bit of an hour there.
This year I've been doing a fair few athletic events. I called Melgowie Gift, and they had prize money for $2,000 to the winner. And they run over about 120. And there's another one at Ipswich I called recently, and it had a $3,000 winner's purse. So
money to be made for the sprinters.
Yeah, if you've got a bit of speed, there's definitely good money there.
Might have to be on the lookout. Take a few boys on the road.
Yeah, if you get a couple of speedsters.
Now Palm Island, they're right on the attack here, and with 5 minutes to go, if they take points away here, they'll be feeling pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, that's a good. He's knocked that down.
No, they won't allow that. It's a funny one I get with those ones at 9. Like, you feel sometimes when the 9 pulls away, it's fair game. Like when he gets a step out of.
But he attacked the arm.
I certainly would have appreciated the fact that blokes weren't allowed to move as quickly. And I was getting around, I tell you what. Maybe I was just too slow, but it felt like they were all over me. As I get taken down 2 metres out, just to the left of the upright.
You played in the forwards? What position you play?
Just a little bustling 9 and lock, mate. Get your head down low. Ran, scored about 12 tries in my career. Ran for all up 8 metres, I believe. Okay. So just a try sneak.
Righto. And I think you ended up
tried to convince to be a 5'8", but coach wouldn't have it.
And you did play for Rosewood Roosters?
The Mighty Roosters up the Chooks.
Yeah. That's a club I actually played all my juniors, Rosewood Roosters, because we lived out near Walloon there.
Lovely. The Walloon Saloon.
Yeah,
Jeez.
The Walloon Saloon. And I played all my juniors at the Rosewood Roosters. And back in those days, you didn't have to wear the footy boots.
Just taken down now that I think they'll maintain possession. It was a little scrappy, but no, they've got to knock on. No, that's right. And it's a fantastic club out at Rosewood there, and the long-term sponsor. I'm not sure if Rossi's still there, the Rising Sun Hotel, but I tell you what, spent a fair bit of time kicking around in there. And if he is, big shout out to Rossi and the Rising Sun Hotel. Great pub. From what I can remember of it. Some great memories had by others.
Yeah, it's a good little town, Rosewood. And as I said, I played all my juniors at Rosewood Roosters, and then I moved into Ipswich and played a bit of time for the Swifts boys. But it was hard to get a game there when you had Kerrod Walters, Steve Walters, Kevin Walters.
Who?
Yeah.
Here they go again. They'll get another opportunity. 3 minutes 40, and it's Palm Island slicing through Lanoy. Taken down 2 metres out. Well, they're fighting for their lives at the moment in this one.
3.5 minutes in the first half left on the clock, and Palm Island
Dummy goes. And he'll have points there. Couldn't quite grab the jersey.
Some of the Black Brim boys are really sucking them in now. They're struggling. So I think...
That's a big moment in this one. Right on half-time.
I think Palm Island is just starting to tighten the screws. And... at this stage, Black Brim have got no answer.
They had their opportunity. They just weren't able to come up with
They have had their chances, but they're just not finishing.
We mentioned that earlier, didn't we? We mentioned that when you get opportunity in 25 minutes of footy, carnival footy, you've got to take it.
Now, Palm Island Green, you've seen them play over the last couple of days. Are they a side you have in your top three?
Yeah, they slow start. Well, I wouldn't say slow starters, but yeah, they'll definitely be there. What I've seen, especially today, anyone with a back five with the likes of Gemmet Shibasaki, James Roberts out there, Razor Allen Pearson, the flyer, Azariah Illinois, like they've got a lot. They're very potent in that back line, and that's going to keep you in plenty of games. All they've got to do really through the middle there is the boys have got to do their job, and Darnell guys doing a fantastic job for them in the middle.
So we've got some exciting footy coming up then with these teams with a bit of flair, a lot of speed.
I think
some of these, a couple of speeds.
Certainly.
So once they clash.
What I've seen of the sides that it looks like, well, we've still got a couple of games going here, but what I've seen of the sides this morning that have gone through, I think the cream is rising. You're getting those sides now, and at the pointy end, look, as you'd expect, the games will be tighter, and we expect some fantastic football this afternoon.
And because it's fairly hot, and as the day goes on, it's going to get hotter.
It'll take its toll.
It's those little speedsters, they come right into play.
Certainly do.
And there's a couple of speedsters here today, so I'm quite excited, especially when we get to the finals, towards that big dance. And
Azariah Illinois adds two.
So that now brings a good lead for the Green Island, but Black
They
Brim.
won't be sitting comfortable just yet, but they'll be feeling pretty good about themselves now with 60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'd be confident going into the sheds at 18-0. They've had all... Black Brim are just not completing their sets at the moment. They got to come in the sheds at half time.
Especially those good ball sets. I don't think they got to the end of a good ball set.
But Palm Island are definitely on a roll here.
But they'll get to half time. They'll get an opportunity to regroup the Black Brim.
And reset and come out in the second half. And
another 25 minutes of rugby league action. And if Palm Island Green can put on 18, then there's no saying that the Black Brim can't return serve.
And Rob, the grandstand starting to
build.
Yeah.
Starting to build.
I did notice yesterday around 11 o'clock, right through to lunchtime, after lunchtime, the grandstand was almost near capacity. So, and I reckon come final time around that 3 o'clock, we might have to put up the full house sign.
Oh, that's it.
But at the moment, there's still plenty of seats up here in the neighbourhood, so to speak. Come over, because there's some great footy to be watched in the next 4 to 5 hours. And if you can't make it, we've got it all covered here at Blue Collar Sports.
We do.
With Field 1 and Field 2, all live coverage.
And as they kick off the second half, 16 points to 4 over there. And the Warrabinda Warriors, your Warrabinda Warriors, a little bit to do.
The Warriors 16-4, so they're down 2 tries.
We'll take a short break here at half time and get ready to go with our second half action. Our last quarter final, we'll know who our semi-finalists are at the end of the next 25 minutes. Here we are as our referees get ready. 25 minutes of action now to find out who will join Arab United. And
so the winner will play United, and that will be a good game because I think United probably one of the main players to take out this carnival.
they asked a lot of questions on Colin Rose Memorial early on, so for a good 15 minutes there, they weren't able to get points on, but then when they did, they just sort of were able to accumulate.
And I think Palm
Certainly,
Island
yeah. I don't think Palm Island Green, the Barracudas, would be put off by running into Arab at all. I don't think they'd have any fear whatsoever of running into them. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take a team who wants to take the game right to Arab United, I think.
Well, I like what I've seen with this Palm Island Green. They're up by 18 points, and I still think there's plenty more points left in them.
That
I think
back five,
they can come back out and score another 18 in this half. So
we haven't seen
really
the great flyer James Roberts go yet either. So
I don't think United they'd be happy with their performance. But they got to regroup now, and I don't know if they're here watching this game. They might be resting in the shade somewhere.
The second quarterfinal of the Dave Farming Cup, seeing Palm Island Barracudas Green taking on Blackburn on field one.
Looks as we look across the two fields, just slightly ahead at the moment, the field two, and it's the Warrabinda Warriors. We see them working out their own end, but we're away here in second half action, and it'll be a Black Brim at the right of your screen to get us underway. Their first set of six with the ball. Now they're going to roll their sleeves up here.
On the attack. A good line of defence there by the Palm Island boys, and they've solid defence, but a good run there by the Black Brim forward. He made a good 12 metres. Puts them on the front foot.
Yeah. Brendan DeVar. And an offload. Well, here they go. Now Heitman.
Good run, makes another good 12 metres. And there's a penalty. So there's a good little piggyback and gives them they'll be about, with the kick, about 12 metres out on attack.
Mate, I think that the Black Brim have looked their best in between the 240s, maybe the 230s, like crossing halfway. Is where they've looked at their best. They get metres, they look to play off that second phase.
This is a good opportunity for them to strike early too. We've only under 2 minutes. Oh, there's a hit. Rattled him.
Back to there. It's the lock.
Good defence by the
Corey Walker.
Green.
Part of the Charterhouse Miners A grade side this year, Corey Walker. Steps off his right, taken down. Once again, it just breaks down when they look to get some shape off. Can't find a hole in this Palm Island defence yet.
So they're going to swing it to the left. But once again, Palm Island boys are up to it. They're right in their face.
Angelo Townsend then.
And they make a mistake because of that pressure. They're up in their face quick.
Almost frustrating the errors out
frustrating them. And the Brim are just not
Black Brim, isn't it?
On the bite today.
So it's almost the old umbrella defence you see, like the line speed from the outside backs here, forcing them back, and it's just shutting down when the Black Brim are trying to. But here you go.
They forced them a mistake there. They've solid defence by Black Brim boys.
They just got to convert some points and give them some confidence. So
there's a lot of high fiving and back slapping, and so now the boys are resetting.
I think if they can find a way, it'll give them the confidence then that they can get these points, and then they'll go on the roll.
Yeah, if they can score, that'll be 18-6. But over the other field, I think my team looks like they're in a bit of trouble. I can see 22-6. So
the Warriors just going over
the
there.
Warriors are just starting to tighten the screws on that game.
And shout out to the Warrabinda Warriors. They've been following along at home on Blue Collar Sports.
And I jumped on the Warrabinda yesterday, and they played well. They've done a super job, but they've just been
long way to travel. One of the furthest teams travelling to come to the carnival here, so put it themselves very well. Now they've got shape to the right. This time, Heitman, hands are lovely.
Beautiful.
No.
Forward.
Well, it was line ball.
Yeah.
But it deserved a try, though, didn't it?
It did, eh? He looked like he did score that, but the ref said it was forward.
It was Woodley there that took it in one hand, and just as quickly as he got it to one hand, he got it out. But I think it was the pass from Heitman just before that one.
It looked all right from the naked eye up here in the grandstand, but the ref was right on the money there. So he's made the decision that it was forward. And now...
But geez, they could have used that one. That was...
Yeah, if they would have scored in there, that would have been game on.
Maybe just a step more depth. Mightn't be under as much pressure at that catch there, but
So
Shibasaki gets us
now go on attack.
out to the 20 there.
And the crowd starting to roll in now as
We see Chloe Watson making away in with friends and family there. She'll be part of the Burdekin Delta there later on, Chloe.
one of the
Try scorer yesterday.
try scorers, yes. And she's up here.
She's
will be playing in the
jukebox. The hits keep coming with Chloe Watson, mate. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Won't catch me holding a bump pad for her at training. Now Heitman. Now this young man could have a fair say in it, Blake Heitman.
So
But he's been well contained at the moment.
Yeah, solid defence there too.
He's just struggling to get behind the ball now, the Blackburn boys.
Now the boys, Palm Island, and they're starting to hit him hard. Like that was good, solid defence. Drives him back a couple of metres, and a penalty.
There we go. Said it once, I've said it a million times. There is no easy carries in carnival footy.
No.
So 20 minutes remaining here in our second quarterfinal.
And the Brim yet to register any points, so they need to get on that scoreboard.
They've had enough ball. They've had enough ball to put points on the board.
Yeah, they just haven't made a couple of errors, not completing their set. So
marshal the troops a little bit here to get into space.
But once again, Palm Island rushing in.
They've got an opportunity if they come left now.
In their grill. And
slow play, the ball doesn't help.
No,
great hit. Shot.
Driving back 2 metres.
And that'll be Liam Georgetown.
Oh, that was a massive hit.
And he'll come back to Georgetown.
Come back again. Geez, that number 12, he's pumped right up.
If that was me, I would have been taking that patch of grass straight off my GPS. But anyway, here we go down the short side. Walker, Georgetown got him. And Walker, yeah.
Quick tap.
It was right. It was line ball, but maybe in a full bygone era, they would have allowed it. But high, he said. I don't know if it was high. But then again, I wasn't right on the spot. And now, again, another set of 6 here for the Black Brim.
Well,
let's see if they can post some points.
5-8. Here's their opportunity. They're only 2 metres out. But once again, Palm Island defence is solid. They're muscling up. Good scrambling defence. Black Brim just can't crack it at the moment.
Yeah. It will make for an interesting matchup if it's Arab and Palm Island running into each other, because both sides defensively have been strong.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. That'll be worth just admission price alone.
Here, Corey Walker.
And
he'll get that down.
He got it.
There it is.
It is a try. So now it's starting to look a little bit better. With that 4 points, and that will become 6 because
you
they
get one
right in front.
You get one, you're a good chance of getting 2. Great work from Walker there. We saw him. He was the one who drew the penalty there, where he was sort of taken after the pass.
But with the ball, they had the reset. They had to score, Rob, and they have. And now they'll get some belief that they're not out of it.
They've been invited down there. So Palm Island, that's probably something they're going to want to avoid doing if they go further into this competition, Palm Island Green, is they don't want to give some of these sides too much opportunity down there. Like, they've invited Blackburn down on numerous occasions and been good enough to turn them away.
Yeah.
But I know as the games get longer and the day gets longer, whether you want to keep doing that.
So the kick is successful, and it is now Black Brim 6, Palm Island Green 18. And we've still got 16 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock in the second half of our last of our quarterfinals.
Not in a hurry to get back here. And courtesy of scoring first, as we know, there's no in quarterfinals, no extra time. So with the Barracudas, they've got that advantage up their sleeve. So they've got to score 3 times here, Black Brim, to win this one. Whereas Palm Island Green, well, if it's a draw, they'll go on. Deep into the back right corner for Black Brim, and away they come again.
But once again, met with solid defence by the Palm Island Green boys. But he'll get up and play it, and Brim are on the attack.
The meters, they've gotten good meters.
That's a good run.
Black
There's
Brim.
a good 8 metres, mate.
Good play the ball too here, so they'll jump off the back
This is what they want. They've got to get the quick play of the ball, get on a roll. Now
Walker.
that's good yardage. They've made a good 45 metres there.
He's getting himself more and more involved. Corey Walker, the lock. Now the kick. And it'll sit up.
Good chase by
And,
the Black
that's
Brim.
Khalifa Fi-Fi Law out there. The flyer, former Titans, Cowboys flyer, St George, Black Hawk.
Okay. Well, there's a bit of room there, and he's away. It's a foot race,
He's
but they've
looking
got
for
him
support.
covered just shy of the halfway.
Couldn't find it.
Quick play the ball. Palm Island now on the attack.
Apologies, that's Khalifa on the Black Brim. That's my bad. That was Freddie Haynes, sorry. Now down
He's in here.
edge.
Just flick it in, and over
There's
it
that
goes.
man, Jimmy Roberts. Well,
So
when you
they
get
respond pretty quick.
Shibasaki
Come
to
back,
Roberts,
Palm Island, and they've just scored. So
just eddies the ship for him. Rights the ship. Makes that a little bit harder for the Black Brim. Especially when you know that Palm Island Barracudas have scored first and you start chasing points. But this could open up this match, though, because the Black Brim have got to go after some points. And that man I mentioned there, Khalifa Fi-Fi Lower, sorry, with the Black Brim, he'll be looking to get more and more involved. And I think he's got to come looking for some work through the middle now.
now Black Brim looks like they're making a few changes here too. There's about 4 or 5 boys about to come back off, and there's about 5 of them for the Brim.
Looking for that fresh injection legs now. They know they've got to start chasing points. And so Angelo Townsend coming on.
And also Palm Island are making a couple of changes there. The 9 for Palm Island is back on.
It's Quintel Walu.
He's also dangerous from dummy half, and those big boys are starting to get tired.
Seen a bit of that so far this morning, haven't we? As the halves have gotten longer, the dummy half running. We saw Gabriel Satrick. He was elusive for Erub in the last game. Once a bit of fatigue got into it through the middle, and
those little men come into play.
We've got some good 9s getting around here, don't we? We saw Jaden Hodges in the last game, and said Quentin here. He's been scheming. Angelo Townsend, who just came on, another schemer. Plays his footy at South here. Headed back to South, a young fella, South Junior, and they made their way back into the senior competition, so he made the trip back over. It's an eerie hush over the ground at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, as he comes in and waved away, so unfortunately kick was unsuccessful, but they still lead 22-6 with 12 minutes, 21 seconds.
So it's over, but the clock is now against Black Brim. Now Palm Island, they'll be thinking that they've just got to complete sets here, get to kicks and make it difficult on the Black Brim, and they'll probably find themselves in a semi-final in about 12 minutes' time.
And the winner takes on Europe United.
So I believe we'll get an update at the completion of this game, or very shortly, I believe we'll probably get an update. It looks like on field 2 as well. It looks like Thugger Warriors going to march on. Looks like 7 minutes remaining.
They're also a major player too, the Warriors.
Well, we get down to the final 4 sides, and right across the board. You sort of think you've got a favourite for a minute, and then yes, someone else pops up, and you go, well, geez, they'll be tough to beat as well. So it could really land anywhere. Bring you all that action. So we'll have both fields up until the semi-finals are finished, and then we'll bring you all the grand final action of
the girls at 3 o'clock. That's going to be a beauty.
Here we go.
Black Brim scoring
Brim.
in the corner here.
Yeah,
so
I think he's got there. No denying him.
No, he's awarded it. So the Brim are back on the board and makes it 22 to
Well, 12-point ball game with the kick to come.
With the kick to come, but they need to score.
It's the John
10
Robinson.
minutes, still plenty of time.
John Robinson Consulting Plate coming up this afternoon. So we'll have our women's matchup, and then we'll have our John Robinson Consulting grand final, and then that'll go out for our evening schedule, and then that will take you into our Davco Cup, Davco Farming Cup at the end of the day. So from 3 p.m.
Game on too this
There is,
afternoon.
yeah.
What's the exhibition game?
So the exhibition game played between a QPS side and an All-Stars team that they bring together. They play every year. So
Okay,
say
what time that is scheduled?
bridging the gap. Now we'll see that match up at 2 p.m. So just to get us ready for the ladies' action.
Yeah, so we'll have that on Blue Collar Sports, that game, the exhibition game.
QPS versus the Townsville All Blacks.
All the commentary
From 3 p.m. onwards. We have the that women's grand final.
Yeah, that'll be a cracker.
Townsville University Hospital Women's Shield, and then it'll be the John Robinson Consulting Plate. And then we finish off the evening with the grand final of the Davco Farming Cup.
So the Davco Farming Cup will be the last
It'll
game
close out our coverage.
We drop the curtain on what has been a great card.
Great 3 days of rugby league.
This is my first time here, and I must say it's been great crowds, great to see so much support. And a lot of these teams, Rob, you were saying, they've travelled a long way.
They have. They're community-based and family and extended family-based teams. They all come together. Great opportunity to come together at carnivals through rugby league. Oh, how's this?
Three or four teams here, right? Memorial teams.
Oh, and this will bubble. This will boil.
On here. I don't think there's much in that. There's a little bit of a push and a shove and a.
Geez, it was heavy contact he got taken with there. Nope, there you go. I'm told. Should I tell you what, we've seen some thundering collisions off those kickoffs.
Oh, there's been some crackers. No, I must say it's been great footy. A couple of games there, a bit one-sided, but you won't see that now because we're coming into the semi-finals, finals. So now the cream rises to the top.
And that's across both competitions, even in the John Robinson Consulting Plate, even in that, it's
I'm really
high-level
looking forward
football.
to the afternoon footy.
Heitman, oh geez, now that's 7 minutes 50, 12-point ball game, and that little melee has sparked the Black Brim into action.
Yeah, no, there's a bit of feeling now. 7.5 to go. They've got to score soon to keep their chances alive.
It was looming there, Fi lower.
This is it, the last tackle.
I reckon they'll be coming this way. No, they go back to the right.
He looks for a chip, but it was probably wasn't the right option.
No. Well, I would also think with Khalifa Fi Law, we saw him bobbing up around there, and on this left-hand edge here, he's at centre at the moment. That would be a target for me in attack.
So unfortunately, they just couldn't.
They're bunched behind the play the ball now, the Barracudas.
Oh no, that was a shocking pass.
Oh, they just getting the wobbles? They're just getting the wobbles here?
They're just starting to invite them back in. to the Brim. They're just like giving them a chance to get back into the game with silly errors like that by the Palm Island boys. And now Black Brim, there's still plenty of time, 6.5 minutes on the clock, so there's plenty of time. And Black Brim now go on the attack, and they're about 35 out from the line. Good running, good defence by Palm Island. Driving back a metre. He's still trying to get those legs pumping, but he's finally brought to the ground. He'll get up and play it. Once again, good defence by Palm Island. Ten out. A couple of plays up their sleeve. The big number 10 has a charge. He's taken now. Look, once again, great defence. Palm Island muscled up there, and now they'll try and run it out from the danger zone there, and they're looking good, Palm Island.
Well, they've done enough at the moment.
Lead by 12, 5 to go, 5 minutes on the clock, so still a couple of tries left in this game, I think. Oh, that was a beautiful ball, and he's away, puts it on the boot. Probably wasn't the play there. I don't know what he was thinking. He just had to take the tackle, Rob, and he would have had another 3 to 4 up his sleeve, but he decided to put it on the boot. And now Black Brim.
They'll work back out, but with 4.5 minutes remaining, if they're going to be able to pull off some sort of miraculous comeback here, they need to start in the next 30 seconds. As the draw
Good
will
run
still
there by the
see
fullback.
Palm Island go through.
So Palm Island now on the attack, just on the half way. So here we go. 3.5 minutes on the clock.
Just looking to close this one out now, Palm Island. And there's probably, they think there's more opportunity at points, but that was back on the inside there from Roberts. Oh, burst through, just taken down at an ankle tap. Set to the right, they go back to the left. Jinky. And
So Palm Island Green will advance to the semi-final. And on this performance will be one of the major players with James Roberts in the team.
certainly will be one to watch. Kevin Shibasaki out there in the centres. But right across the boards, Darryl Pearson leading them around. The stalwart there, number 20.
James Roberts, did he play for the Bronx?
He did, certainly did. South,
Didn't
the
they
Bronx.
call him the Jet?
Jimmy the Jet, that's
Jimmy
the man.
Jet?
Can we talk about speedsters? He's one of them. Right across this carnival, Jimmy. And he's going to take his time, I think, with this conversion, so there won't be sort of too much left in this, I don't think.
So with only a minute and a half on the clock, this will probably be he'll kick this and make it 28-10, and that'll be the final score. So kick is successful.
Geez, he's put that into orbit.
And Palm Island Green will run out pretty convincing winners, Rob.
Yeah, in the end,
28
they
to
look
10.
good. They had to
30 seconds to go. They'll probably just take their time and I think Palm Island, with a couple of speedsters in their side, that they might be one of the major players.
Team to watch this afternoon. That'll be short, so there'll be a penalty here with 13 seconds remaining on the clock.
That'll be just about it, and we'll hear the hooter in the background, and that'll be full time. Where
they're not in a hurry there, and
Island Green 28. There's the hooter, and a good crowd starting to build here in the grandstand. A round of applause for all our players today. I think they've done a mighty job, and Palm Island made it out the front with the flag.
Plenty of support for the Barracudas here this weekend. Two sides,
So
green
full-time.
and golden.
Palm Island Green 28, Black Brim 10, and that's the last of our quarterfinals. Now we start to get into the semi-finals, and then later on in the afternoon we'll get into our grand finals, especially the women's at 3 o'clock. Our next game, Rob?
So we've got the Phantom Hunters making their way over, and they'll be taking on Castle United here on Blue Collar Sports.
Oh, the United, one of the favourites.
It should be a cracker.
This is the first of our semis.
It will be, yes. So join us
Now
on
this
our
team
next stream.
Up against the
Scores
United.
of the second round.